Hi everyone, in today's video we'll see how we can install Umpire. Umpire is a tool which you can use to create PowerShell backdoors, and it is quite famous in creating payloads and remote access. Installation of Umpire is in nowadays is quite difficult because you get so many errors, and if you install it in the traditional way using sudo apt get install PowerShell Umpire, it will be very difficult for you to install it. So in this is a full tutorial how to install, and we will also see how we can create a payload using Umpire. So first of all, go to your terminal. Make sure you are not a root user. I am saying again, make you should not be logged in as root. You can create a new user or any other user you like, but just make sure you are not root. So first of all, we have to upgrade your Kali Linux to its full potential. So just type sudo apt get upgrade, and it might take some time. It might take half an hour and 45 minutes to upgrade it. So let it upgrade, and then we will start our installation process. So now, as you can see, our upgrade is complete. So let me just clear my screen. So now you will get a link in my description. You have to clone that link. So just type git clone and paste the link. I have already copied it. So this is the link. So you see it will create a folder called Umpire. It will have all the required files, and these files, if you go with the traditional ones which are already on the Git, if you search for Empire, that file contains a lot of Python errors, which are very difficult to resolve. So this file contains has corrected all those errors. You have to just install it step by step. So if I do ls, you see there is a new directory called Umpire. Let's go inside the directory, and you will see now we are inside the Umpire directory. You will find another folder called setup. Navigate to setup, and here you will get three files: cert.sh, checkout latest tag, and install.sh. Run all these files one by one. So just type dot forward slash cert.sh and run it. And now same dot forward slash checkout. Click on tab, it will auto complete It will auto complete the name, and it is now. Let me just clear the screen again. And now you have to do the install.sh. So just type install sh. It might also take some times. Now you see I am getting an error called libc.dev. If you're getting the same error, just run this command that I am showing you now. Sudo apt remove byutils. byutil. As you can see, this this package is containing problems because it is already installed and Umpire is also installing it. So it is conflicting the installation process. So I will just remove it, and when we'll run the Empire installation, it will automatically reinstall it. So just copy the name. If you're getting the same error, you can run this, or if you're getting another error, just go on Firefox and search for the error. You will find a solution of it very easily. If you still don't find it, you can connect with me on Instagram or write down in the comment section. I'll try to respond to you. And it's asking for permission, say yes. So it will remove all the files. So just wait for it. It might take 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to complete the removal. Just hit the double enter. You don't have to navigate to anything. If it asks for anything, just hit enter. So now as you can see, it has removed all the bin utils files. So let me just clear my screen again. Now if I do ls, now we have to run the install.sh file. Again I am saying you make sure you are not the root user, because this file does because these are not the primary files that have been given by the Linux documentation. It is an updated file of Empire, so it will not allow you to run it as a user, as a root user. So make sure you are not a root user. So now I just /install.sh. Now as you can see, our installation has been started. Now it's showing no error. So it might take 10 to 15 minutes to complete this. So let it just get installed. If you get any other error, you can comment it down. I'll try to respond. So it is asking for us, do you want to install name and MinGW? These are for C languages payloaders. If you want to create a payload in C language. So if it asks for any other installer, you just type yes for now, Y, and hit enter. It is a long process. It might take 15 to 20 minutes to install. So be patient and make sure you have a good internet connectivity. So now as you can see our umpire installation has been completed. Now it is showing us the command to run. So in the previous version of umpire you have to just run only the umpire, and there you will get all the file like server and client running on the same application. But now you have but the new version of umpire contains different queries for server and clients, like this is shown here. So let me just clear my screen again, and I'll split the terminal in two. Split the terminal two in vertically. Let's navigate through the umpire folder again, and let me just go to the umpire folder. So if I do ls, you see here is a file called ps umpire. This is the umpire file that run the umpire application for you. So just ./p, just press tab, and here I'll run the server, and here also same command .p, and here I run the client. So just hit enter on the both. As you see, umpire has been run successfully. So it's here it is showing the connection has failed to the server because the server didn't run. It's showing us error like get some modules are not initialized. So it is also showing us a command to run to solve this problem. So just copy the command and paste it, and it's running the command for us. So let it run. So the command got run. So let me just clear the screen again. So we again try to start the server. So ps umpire server again, and if I hit enter now, so you see our server is started. The server has been started, but it is still not connected to our client. So I'll just wait. So if we run it for the first time, it might take some time to run the server. So let it just complete its utilities. It is trying to set up a server for us, and it will not take time again if you run it. For the first time, it might take 2 to 3 minutes. So let's again run the client. I'll exit from here. So I'll just again run the client for us. I think the server has been set up successfully. So I'll just run the client. Now as you can see, connected to host info, and it is also shown like agents, it has connection opened like this here. So now our umpire has been opened successfully. Every time you want to start umpire, you have to start first the server, then the client. So let's see. So you see here are 385 modules, and currently we have 0 listeners and 0 agents. So here, so in other payload like in wheel and fat rat, you have to listen through MSF console, but here in umpire you can create your own listener which will be active till you didn't delete it. So for example, let's create a listener for us. So you type here, you can type like, if I type Q, if I type E, you get an exit option. If I type A, I am getting admins and agent option. So currently we need to create a listener. So if I type you see I getting a listener option, use listener. Or so let's just click on use listener, and if I double tap now, if you can also tap the spacebar twice for options to see the available options. So you have, so here are these options, like if you want to create an http com foreign hop port forwarding. So let's create an http. So if I hit enter now, you see it's giving me the options like our host name, bind, port, default, delay, user agent. These are things you can play with and see which will work for the host to get baited, and that can bypass antivirus. So I'll just don't go deep into it in this video. Let's leave it for another video. So to edit options, like we have to edit port. So it's currently showing port 80. I want to go to port 8080. So I'll just tap set port and I'll type 8080 and hit enter. And if I click on options now, you'll see my port has been set to 8080. But you have to also specify port in your host name also. So I'll just copy this host name and I'll type set host, host, and paste the previous, and in the end I'll type port 8080 and hit enter. And now if I go to my options, you see, so 8080 is my port and again 8080 is here. So now to execute listener, you have to just type E and you will get an option of execute. Just narrow down, just go to it through your keys, up and down keys, and hit enter. So you see Flask app HTTP, you can also see in server, and it also saying listener has been started successfully. Now we have to create a stagger which will communicate with this listener whenever a client run our stagger. Stagger is a virus. In other words, we call it stagger in Umpire. So again, I type U and I'll get an option of use stagger. Just click on it and press double space bar. So you see multi generate. Multi is for multiple like Windows, Android. Windows is for only Windows. And if I go down, I get an OS X. OS X are for basically Mac operating systems. So let me just create a Windows for now. So I'll create a Windows launcher, an executable file. So I am searching for Windows launcher bat file. So like there is an XML file. So here it is, Windows launcher bat file. I'll just click enter on it, and you see here are also options. Here you have to specify the listener which will listen to this. So I'll have to, so I'll again same set listener, and it's showing you an available listener which is HTTP. You don't have to edit anything, just HTTP, hit enter and set listener to HTTP. So now you can also play with like this false PowerShell. Language will be PowerShell. Launcher file is this, you cannot play with it. You can also play with like true false in these two cases, so which will be discussed in later videos. So for now, if I show you the options, see our listener has been edited to HTTP. So again, to execute it, just type EX and execute the command, and you see launcher return to home Kali Linux launcher.bat. So let me just show you the file. I'll split the terminal again, and if I go to cd umpire ls, so it is in home empire. So again empire, again I do ls, we have to go to client section, again client, again. So here we are getting an option of generated staggers. Let's open it, and if I do ls now, you can see I'm getting an option of launcher.bat. So what you can do is this, with this file you can send it, you can test it with your computer. Like I am running virtual machine, I can test it on my actual Windows and see if my listener connect this to. Whenever I run this file, if it bypasses my antivirus or Windows firewall, it will show an initial command executed or an initial connection has been established, and which means you have access to my computer. So the main problem is that in today's it has been used many commonly. So the viruses and firewalls are aware of the umpire generated backdoors. So you have to play with it. Have to, once you have created an umpire, you have done the hard work. Now the main problem is you have to edit it in some way that it bypasses your antivirus. So I will create another video on that. So for now, this is all. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and see you in next video.